All right, well, sustainability, that's the subject of our next article. It's a topic that, like a lot of other things these days, has become somewhat politicized, and maybe some of us, me, have kind of been responsible for that a little bit. But that's okay. When you step back and you look at it without any preconceived notions, which we all should really try to do when we talk about these things, I think you'll see that the idea of sustainable business practice really just makes good sense. I mean, and that's the take on it presented by author Andrew Sloan in his article, Why Going Green Can Bring in the Green, $, $, love that, which appeared in Tuesday's issue of Quality Digest Daily. You saw it right there. Sloan points out that many people think that everyone falls into two camps when it comes to sustainability, either tree hugger or planet plunderer. I like that. I don't like the second part so much, but I mean, it's easy to see this idea, the idea of sustainability in blacks and whites like that. I mean, I think many of us probably tend to do that. But Sloan believes that there are really big gray areas in which many, if not most of us, can agree when it comes to sustainability. Primary among these is the pursuit of higher profit through greater efficiency. I mean, that just makes good sense. Being sustainable in its most basic form simply means that businesses maximize the resources that they use. I mean, smart business people from the days of Henry Ford and earlier, recognize that fact. Yeah. I mean, it was a pretty clear fact. Efficiently using resources means less waste, which is inherently good for the organization using those resources, and it's a happy coincidence. It's also really good for the planet, right? I mean, you use less stuff to create what you need to do, that you need to sell, and you're going to make more money because you're going to spend less on the goods. You're going to have less waste, and the planet's going to enjoy that too. So
they should go hand in hand.
It should go hand in hand. It's really not politicized. It's a pretty straightforward business case for that. But the question is, how is that best achieved? Well, it's actually pretty simple. It's achieved through better design of things like physical structures, of work processes, and of business goals and aspirations themselves. It all comes back to design, engineering your processes, your businesses, your structures to take sustainability into account. It's not really that hard when you do it upstream far enough in your process. And as an example, Sloan points out a pair of companies that really have transformed their ways of doing business through a relentless focus on sustainability achieved through continuous improvement. There's that phrase we always like, continuous improvement, as well as efficiency. The first that he references here is a company by the name of Interface, and they're carpet manufacturer.
You know this
company,
one,
right?
Oh yeah, interesting.
They're a carpet manufacturer that embarked on a journey towards 100% sustainability more than 20 years ago, 1993.
Yeah, way ahead of their time.
At that time, nobody really was thinking very much about these issues. Well, a key facet of their undertaking was the engagement of their employees, wherever you heard that before, right? I mean, the Toyota production system, right? Respect for people. Interface CEO Ray Anderson and his executive team challenged everyone in the company to look at reducing waste in every single facet of their production flow, from the sourcing of materials to installation to removal when the carpets had reached the end of their useful life. Not surprisingly, profits soared as waste was eliminated and customer satisfaction increased too. I mean, that's that win-win-win. I mean, it's so easy to see when you see it designed properly in. I mean, everybody in the company was looking for waste and trying to eliminate it. As a consequence, their profit went up and then customer satisfaction went up too. So that's a really good example. And there's another good example he uses too. A company by the name of Prologis, which owns and operates industrial warehouses. This company's vice president, Matt Singleton, talked about how their installation of solar panels on the roofs of their numerous buildings turned into a for-profit activity. He used that exact term. They turned an unused opportunity, all this empty roofs, right? I mean, they have all these warehouses. They turn that into a real asset. Prologis now has the second largest installed solar capacity in the United States.
Wow.
Amazing. And they sell, as you would imagine, they sell a lot of power into the grid. I mean, they turned it into a for-profit activity from basically just a wasted resource. And they said, hey, we can use this.
Got all this roof space.
Why not? It's good for the planet too. Again, common theme. And the common theme here is something that might be termed intentional sustainability. And that's really sustainability with a sharply focused end goal in mind. I mean, whether it be to cut the manufacturing costs of carpets or create a profitable asset out of empty roof space or really anything. I mean, there's opportunities everywhere to be more efficient, to save money, and to reduce waste, and as a consequence, to reduce the strain on the planet's resources as well. I mean, we're doing that here in our little way. Remember, we put those fans up because we took advantage of the opportunity to suck the hot air down during the cold months and bring the cool air
really
up.
Tall ceilings we got in here.
We got the tall ceilings. So I mean, little things like that, were just a consequence of people thinking about it, saying, well, what are some ways we can use the resources that are here to our advantage, to lower energy costs and use less energy, which is a good thing for the planet too. I mean, it's really not, again, that black and white. You're not either a tree hugger or a planet destroyer, right? I mean,
planet plunderer.
Planet plunderer. I mean, you really can do both. I mean, you don't have to do either. You can really take advantage of the opportunities that you have and make it good for the planet and good for your company too.
By the way, if you want to see there's several videos out that highlight the work that Interface and Anderson have done.
Including one in that article.
Including one in that article. There's actually a full-length one that's, I wish I could remember the name of that. I wish I'd looked it up for you. It's really a fascinating company.
Really, really interesting company. So check that article out.
Yeah.